I recently found my old childhood camera that takes 35mm film. So I thought it'd be fun to reuse it. It still worked once I cleaned out the battery compartment of it. Um, yeah, it used to be I feel film was expensive, but processing it was cheap and common. Now, or one way, no, the film was expensive, but processing it was cheap. Now film is rarer. It costs a bit of money. So I just went with black and white. Started in the summer. Thought I would take a photo a day. 36 exposure film. Didn't stick to that. So some days I took more, some less. So it took me about 6 months to use the film. Um, and then I sent them off to get processed because that's easier than taking it to a shop where they send them off anyway. Um, so they went to Cornwall. The film was processed, um, and they did send me a Dropbox um, folder to download them, which I've done. But I also picked the option to print them because I wanted to recreate that fun surprise of getting them in the post and actually flicking through. Feels thinner than I remember a pack of photos being. So here we go. A note from film processing company, confusing their picture of them. They're all in black and white. Oh, so there's an index of the photos which goes up to 23, even though I've hopefully got 36 in here. First one, not so great. Second one, photo of the artist or the mirror. um, yeah, it's fun not knowing how the camera lines up exactly. I don't know if I intended that to be the corner, but you can see my photo all in there, so that's fun. Oh, that's cool. An artsy photo of my scooter. Might keep that. I was kind of looking for random things, a bit arty, bit different. If I just want memories, I snap them on my phone anyway, and you know you've got them. Some teaspoons while camping. I think I tried to do my photo day and keep up. Uh, yeah, the Norfolk Showground. I don't know if these are even in order I took them. We'll see. Because then there's some from West Renton taking photos. Some of these were possibly taken uh, by my godson when we had a little day out. That's a bad photo. Uh, yeah, me obviously trying to take a photo, not do it with a trying a selfie. Oh, nice photo of me and my godson. I'm going to put that to one side to show him. And not shirt on there. Some part interesting part. I'm not sure what happened with that, but a little blur over it. The black and white adds a sense of fun and stuff. A bit in my garden, maybe there was more colour or interest in there, but it didn't come out well. I like that outline of my shed. Yeah, that's quite nice and arty. That's a silly one of my colleagues. I'll put that to one side to give him. It's fun. You can see I was clearly trying to remember to keep up some photos from my house to the back lane. What's that? Oh, that's a close up of lots of big bottle caps that I was being crafty with. Yeah, it didn't come out well. Some donkeys, animals are a classic photo subject, but I think the fence is just annoying there. I was in a car park, someone else was looking at them. I didn't want to wait for ages for that. Very dark photo. You know what I was doing there. Another dark one. Some photos in my parents' garden. That's a bit boring with the pots and things. This portrait work better in black and white on photo. I feel that one's quite artsy. That's my parents' garden, yeah. And that was just walking past it was like, ah, let's take that. So I might show my mum that, things like that. Another one that didn't come out well. This is the fun, I guess. When I was a teenager, it was all the thumbs over things. It was different light. Um, yeah, that one's out in my window. I'm not sure even if I thought much of that. And that's the thing, yeah. And then these are the things. That really doesn't seem like 36, does it? So there's two are set aside. They got people in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, 24, which is the same as the index, which is confusing. I don't know what I've got on negative. There's some gaps, aren't there? Maybe there was an issue with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's like 4, 8, 16. Um, so yeah, maybe the camera's old. I don't even know what it is. It's a Nikon AF240 SV. Maybe it didn't wind it on properly all the time. I don't think they sent any notes. I can see if there's anything different on the Dropbox. But yeah, I do have another film. I've been keeping it fresh in the fridge. No, that's the empty one. There's another black and white film there because I've got them in a double pack. Color would possibly be more fun to do, but yeah, I think now knowing how they come out, it's quite cool. My favourite, probably the scooter. There was lots of light there. I think that must be maybe it's around midday or something. And I parked it up, especially others was a bit too fast. The ones where well, not always took time, but definitely the ones in the light were the best. But that was a bit of fun. You couldn't see them here. Well, I'll edit this video. I'll use the Dropbox file to actually show them in a more interesting way. I also thought I definitely tried to take more because there was one of someone with a digital camera I took a photo of, and I think I took a photo of one of the barmen in my local pub. But hey, who knows what happens with them? And I guess that's part of the fun. You don't know, you'll forget ones and they'll be included, and others just didn't happen for whatever information. There was an issue. I think the non-flash button is broken, so I hold that down, but it didn't always register. Sometimes it was still waiting for the flash to be ready and wanted to take a photo. Anyway, there we go. That's 24 pictures at least.